Five Angels Outdoor. Thanks for joining the live stream. Thanks for watching. And so what I wanted to do, I wanted to sort of give a recap of our overland journey that we finished up about a week and a half ago. We typically don't do live videos. We're starting to get into this, so we'll try this out as sort of a little update recap of our journey. We are working on actually getting content together from our trip. We took a lot of video and of all the different locations. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to organize it into like a season, do some episodes or do it in an episodic way. I think that's the best way to do it, and that way we can string those videos together, keep them coming out on a regular basis, just so you all can enjoy and like them. And so let's tell you a little bit about the trip, give you an overview, a recap. This was a 9-day overland journey. So, we probably put in about 3,500 miles over the course of those 9 days. It was a mix of travel, fast-paced road stuff, getting from one location to the next, to really just overlanding, going from that point A to point B on any given day, whether it was pavement, whether it was gravel, or basically off-road and 4x4 trails. So it was really cool. It was Colt and myself, and what we had done is, or what I had done is, I had researched places that I wanted to go utilizing Gaia GPS. The main crux or the main driver of this was to attend the American Expeditionary Vehicles, AEV's 2022 Open House. So that was sort of like the get us going type thing. But then what we wanted to do is we wanted to go from there and really use that as a springboard for adventure. So that being the case, we spent 9 days on the road, multiple states, 3,500 miles, basically camped and drove and hit the trails. So just to sort of go over, sort of the day by day. Day one, we left. It was a Thursday. It was a early Thursday morning. Day one was mainly just a travel day. We're down here in Florida. AEV is located in the Detroit area, so that in itself, was an 18-hour, 19-hour drive. So day one was going to be travel day, so we broke that up, made our way here from Florida up to just outside Lexington, Kentucky, and we decided to camp at the Kentucky Horse Park campground in Lexington. I'll tell you, a great campground. Took some video there, but no, I would recommend that campground. It was good, clean, showers, bathrooms, all that type of stuff. So, mixture of RVs, tents, fifth wheels, all those type of things. So a good all-around campground. What we did is, after enjoying a nice relaxing night and getting a good night's sleep, we woke up the next morning. So day two, we packed it in Kentucky and basically made our way up to Michigan. So day two was the AEV Open House day. So the goal was to get up there. The event was from 3 to 7. So we made it plenty of time. We had a great time. We enjoyed. I know I did go live during the open house for a short time, but we did get much more video of all the vehicles, all the setups, the open house itself, and so we look forward to showing you that. Really after that, then we did another night of camping. We spent some time at the Lower Huron Metro Park and the Walnut Grove Campground. It's like a family campground. no nonsense. I mean, there's some bathrooms there, but multiple sites, no other amenities other than that, no water, no power at the sites. But a good family campground close to the Huron River, playground facilities, I mean, just those type of things. So it was a good little stop in the middle of the Detroit area. So that was pretty surprising. Um, Day 3, we headed up north. So I'm from Michigan originally. So up north is the tip or the upper area, the Lower Peninsula. So we headed up there, up in the Kalkaska, Mansalona area. I met up with some friends and family, sort of used it as not only a travel day, but then a sort of take care of business, see friends, see family, that type of stuff. And then what we did is we camped that evening. So we camped at the Pickerel Lake State Forest Campground. It was close to where we started. It was close to where the trail, we wanted to get on the trail for the next day. And that's what we did. We had a great night at camp, packed it up in the morning. Day 4, we hit the Kalkaska OHV trail. So we basically made our way southwest out of the Kalkaska Mansalona area down towards Manistee. Those trails are well marked. The Michigan DNR posts them on their website. You can download them, the GPX files. They have an interactive map. So, I mean, they make it real easy to navigate and find those trails. My really only feedback is that these trails are multi-use. So it's not only just off-road or 4x4 vehicles, it's ATVs, side-by-sides, this stuff. So some of the trails, I mean, they were sandy, so it sort of reminded me of Florida. So riding on the sand, but they were chewed up. I mean, from a corrugation standpoint, at some point, some of these trails were pretty unbearable. So that's one thing to take into account, when it was, you'd go in and out, like you'd have some good forested views, some hilly areas, heavily forest, some little rocky stuff, a lot of sand, but the corrugations in between really just killed me, because it's not like you could drive fast and get on top of them. So it definitely made those difficult. So that was the Kalkaska OHV on day 4. Day 5, after camping at the Silver Creek State Forest Campground, day 5, we did some additional OHV trails, headed into the Manistee National Forest a little bit. We decided to beeline it down to Kentucky. Really for day 5, we did a travel day. We got into Kentucky, and then really from there, it was it was awesome. Hey, Derek, good to see you. And but yeah, so day 6 was where we really got into some great stuff. So we started off at the tip of the Daniel Boone Back Forest Byway. From there, we took it counterclockwise, which is the recommended direction for the DBBB. And the terrain was totally different. There's some gravel, some pavement to get to some things. And then really we were able to hit a bunch of dirt and really enjoy it and really have a great time. And then once you get down into the DBB, then it intersects with the Kentucky Adventure Tour, the CAT. And we weren't going to loop and do the whole Daniel Boone. So what we decided to do is we intersected with that, with the Kentucky Adventure Tour, and we shot along that in a counterclockwise manner. So, we had a great day, on that 6th day. We did hard 2 on the CAT. Hard 2 was, it was named appropriately. It was deceiving though, because we did it in a clockwise manner off the trail, off the CAT. So it's a bypass sort of route. And, it started out as gravel. I mean, residential or businesses, or it was pretty heavy gravel. That was the first third. The middle third transitioned into stony, river rock, some crossings, some hill climbs, very rocky, which was awesome. And then the back third, the last third was a mess. It was water, mud, ruts, crazy boggy type stuff. So it was quite the challenge to finish out, and it was getting towards the end of the day. I didn't have to use the winch, but I definitely had to use my lockers, and actually busted out my chainsaw and my saw itself, just so because there were some down trees and I had to get through there. So it was an exhausting day. 9 hours. We did about 120 miles. We ended up at the S Tree campground, which was a great campground. Definitely recommend hitting that on the stops. And but we were just exhausted, Colt and I. And then we got up, and the next day, day 7, we did more of the Kentucky Adventure Tour. We continued that all the way around until we got to Williamsburg. So we basically came down, crossed 75. We're on the west side, looped around. Several awesome trails, but it's a mixture, like I said, of pavement, gravel, and 4x4 trails. So they sort of string everything together. Works out well, breaks up everything pretty good. So we ended our day in Williamsburg, Kentucky. We basically camped out at the Kentucky Splash Campground, right there, very close to 75. So a lot of vehicle noise, but it was a good end to the day and the best place to be, finishing up that segment of the CAT. But really what we wanted to do, day 8, we made it our mission to get over to North Carolina. So we took day 8, took the first couple hours to go from Williamsburg, Kentucky, into North Carolina with the intention of going and doing Hurricane Creek. But that worked out great. So what we did is we got into North Carolina. Before Hurricane Creek, I was able to find a Forest Service road that sort of fed in or made it very easy to get to Hurricane Creek. So we did. It was a Forest Service Road 288, 289 combo. And it ended up being, surprisingly, there is a section on that trail that was just insane. And come to find out, it's called the Goat Trail. So we did that Goat Trail, came back out onto gravel, and then right up there is that Buzzard's Roost overlook that sits above I-40 and the Pigeon River. Beautiful scenic overlook. I mean, it was amazing and well worth the drive and all the craziness of the Goat Trail, which was worthy of that name. And then we went down to Hurricane Creek. Hurricane Creek did not disappoint. I mean, we'd seen plenty of videos. I feel that the videos didn't do it justice. It was challenging, a lot of fun, rock, stone, creek crossings throughout. Did mark down some camping sites and whatnot for future reference, but Hurricane Creek did not disappoint. It was awesome. We came off Hurricane Creek, looped around on some pavement, and then there's a backside where we got onto another back 4x4 type trail and came back out to the other, the south end of I-40 down from where we were when we started. But so it was a good way to start, good way to finish. That was the end of the day, and we made our way to camp. We stayed at the Cataloochee campground that's in the Smoky Mountain, Smokies, Great Smokies National Park. Saw a black bear and an elk driving up to the campground. So the black bear ran right across the front of our truck up the hill, and then after about a quarter mile down the road, there's an elk just grazing by the side of the road. So it was pretty interesting, pretty cool. But we finished up day 8 there. Day 9, we got up from camp and we're like, let's shoot over to Georgia. I'd seen a video on YouTube not very many viewers, not very many subscribers to this channel, but it was about um, another overlook in a place called YJ Gap, and it was near, I think, Suches, Georgia. It's in the northern side, so to get there, we left North Carolina and we took the windy long way, because everything up in that area with all the mountains is the windy long way. And but we end up, in doing so, you're on pavement through some of the Georgia Traverse, but this trail, this YJ Gap overlook, is not a marked trail. It's off a road in a curve, and all you see is a little dirt sort of go that way type deal. So that was a little crazy. So it's like one of those one-way trails. There might have been one place halfway up that you could have backed up and turned around, but it was really one of those things, if you committed to go, you had to go. So it paid off in the end. I mean, it was crazy. Colt was going nuts in the back because it's rocky, it was bouncy, it was a good 10%, 9, 10, 11% grade uphill the whole way. It was tight. There was some trees on the sides. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff. Great video for it. But yeah, it was white knuckle for a little bit. But then you got up to the top and you hit this little clearing in the mountains. And you just have this massive, beautiful overlook of this YJ Gap. For some reason it's named. But I mean, it was amazing. The trail kept going a little bit, but there were some down trees. So from a vehicle sense, hadn't probably been a long time since a vehicle's got any farther past there. But at the top, if you wanted to, it looked to be like if you pulled you could get 2 or 3 vehicles up there, and maybe set up some tents in the clearing. So actually it could be a neat little camp spot, not for too large of a group, but a small enough group, and you bring a chainsaw, you could probably clear out some of those down trees further up the trail to make some room or whatnot. But that was it. We basically capped it off, with that overlook, that scenic overlook of YJ Gap. Obviously we wanted to hit some of the Georgia Traverse, some of the 4x4 in there. But, really, I think after 9 days, we'd done so much and traveled so much, 3,500 miles, that we decided, because we're in Florida, Georgia Traverse, 7 hours away. I mean, we can make that a future multi-day trip, take 2 or 3 days, do some camping and that. But yeah, that pretty much summarized, the trip and the travel. Like I said, we took tons of video, so I'll be spending some time organizing the video to get it out. I want to release it in sort of episodes. I think that'll be the best way to do it, episodic. A lot of POV type stuff, not a lot of getting out of my truck type thing. One of the downfalls of taking Colt is Colt really wants to be by my side all the time. So every time I got out of the truck to try to set up a camera or something like that, he was like jumping in the driver's seat. And when he gets really nervous, all the bouncing and bumping, then it was pretty tough to get him back into the back seat. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to secure him without being too restrictive. But so a lot of POV style from the trip. I did do some campground walk-arounds, so we'll get those type of videos going as well. But it was just awesome. I can't wait to do it again. The Georgia Traverse, awesome. I want to finish the Cat. I would estimate I spent 2 days on the Cat. Probably need another 4, maybe 5 days if I want to circle back from that ending point and go back all the way around and then do the other tip of the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. So another maybe 4 days. But definitely want to get back there. But it's just great. It was great to get out of Florida. It was a great trip. So, that's about it. That's a summary. Look for the videos to come of the trip. Um, if if you're watching this non-live later, don't forget to to subscribe to our channel. So you're notified of the content. Like the videos as they come up, and shoot me a comment, shoot me a text. Would love to be able to build out and get up there on the channel what what you're looking to see. So I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Derek, and my other viewer. I didn't get a little wave or anything like that. So thanks to who you are. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Look for the series. I haven't figured out what to name it yet, but we're going to put a name and release episodes. So thanks a lot, everybody. Don't forget, like, subscribe. My name's Mark, and we'll see you next time. Appreciate it. Bye.